Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. Let's talk about Michael Jordan saying the modern NBA era brought bad work ethic for young stars. And I would agree, man. When you get everything easily, you are not going to work as hard. That's what Michael Jordan had to say, which is true. Players are coming into the league unproven and getting huge contracts and all these deals. So why would you work hard? They're basically handing everything to you for free, going off projection. So yes, you're not going to work as hard. And then look at their role models coming in. The majority of last generation of NBA players didn't work as hard. So of course, when you have all these players are coming in, getting big contracts, and they didn't do anything. They haven't proven anything and they didn't do anything, but they're getting all this money. So why would you work hard when they're handing you the farm basically for doing nothing? So this is what Michael Jordan had to say. Most of these young kids coming in now, we don't know how good they're going to be. But yet they got 5-year guarantees, millions of dollars. Admiration from many. You look back at our era, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, we earned what we got. And I don't mean to demean the young kids because this is something they have to learn. When corporate America comes to us, we had a game that could validate their sponsorship. Now they get that before they even play a game. So you're rolling the dice to see if this kid is going to be any good or not. So in essence, you're paying the kid off potential that they're going to be great. And I agree with that wholeheartedly because think about it. These players are coming in. You don't know if they're going to be great or not. In a sense, yes, you are paying them off potential, the projection of what they might be. Sometimes it works out and other times they're a bust. But then again, this also affects work ethic. Are they going to work hard? Like a Kobe Bryant, a Michael Jordan, etc. And most of them, no, that's not the case. Dudes are not trying to be the greatest. No, because they're being handed everything. Here you go. You deserve this. You deserve that. They didn't put in any grind, any work, which develop bad habits. You want players, especially young players, to understand the meaning of working hard and earning something. But coming in, they're just being handed stuff. Here you go. Loads of stuff, endorsements, guaranteed millions of dollars, big contracts. So why would they work on their game if they don't have to work for it? Just show up and you get paid. Hence why you got to respect players like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, who had to work extremely hard to get where they got. They had to work very, very hard for that. Like MJ, Kobe, the ultimate competitors. But also, you see, Michael Jordan was Kobe Bryant's role model. And you see the results of that, right? Because Michael Jordan worked extremely hard. He was the ultimate competitor. That rubbed off on Kobe. Nowadays, you don't have any players like that. You don't. So players come in. What is the standard? Who are they going to look up to as far as, trying to be great? Who are they going to look up to? You have LeBron James. Do LeBron James work on his game? Not really. I mean, yes, he's a great player, but do LeBron James, is he the ultimate competitor that lives in the gym working on his game, trying to add new things to his game? No, he's not. LeBron James' basketball game has been the same for over 2 decades. The same gameplay. So all these young kids coming in, they don't have that old school mentality. We got to grind. I'm trying to be the best in the world. I'm trying to be the greatest ever. Most players don't have that mentality because of their role models. Who are their role models coming in the NBA? Guys like Kobe Bryant, he had to look up to the ultimate competitor. Michael Jordan, that was Kobe's role model. So you could see the results basically. What Kobe became and how hard he worked because he had an example. There was a blueprint. Michael Jordan was the blueprint for Kobe. Hence why Kobe turned out to be as great as he was. But these players don't have that. Everybody comes in and automatically they're paid big money, millions of dollars. They got endorsement and all these bonuses and, all this good stuff. And they haven't bounced the basketball. I know it's a different era, it's different times, but you should earn your way. You should earn what you get in life. Like nothing should just be given easily. Like, here you go. Because we think your potential and your ceiling, you might be one of the greats. So here you go. You should have to work for everything because it builds good character and it builds good work ethic when you have to earn your stuff. Nothing is given to you. You got to earn what you got. I mean, let's be honest. Getting too much money too early can impact even the most committed players. Yes, it can. Because when you get so much without putting in any work, any grind, you will never respect the grind. How can you respect something if you never have to work for it? If you're handed millions of dollars and big contracts for doing nothing, how can you ever respect the grind or understand the grind? You can't because you don't know what it's like to grind for something. Ben Simmons is a perfect example of a player who got all the stuff, and look at him now. Because he never worked on his game, he never had to grind, and look at the end results. The man should be out of the league by now. He can't shoot. Look at the end result. He never worked on his game. Ben Simmons never worked on his game, yet he's got paid millions and millions of dollars. Even though he never worked on his game, no work ethic. See the example? So this what happened when you pay these young stars too much money, all these contracts and big deals and endorsement based off projection. You know, it's all off projection. We project there might be this. Sometimes it pans out, other times it don't. But if you want to build good character, you want a player to work for everything he gets. Don't just hand him the bag. Show me something. Prove yourself. It definitely sets a bad work ethic when you get something so easily. You're not going to work as hard. It's just natural human nature. If everything is handed to you, you will never work as hard. You won't. Why would you grind for something that when you don't have to? It's just natural human instinct. It's not their fault. It's just you got to blame the players before them in the league and all this other stuff. So all these young players coming in, well, most of them, they don't understand the grind. They don't. Do they understand working hard to get to the top? No, because all of them is handed loads of cash, millions of dollars, and endorsement. As soon as they land in the NBA, they're already a made man financially. Back in the days, all these great players, they had to basically get side jobs when the NBA season was over. Dudes had to go get side jobs to make extra money until the season begins again. That's what they had to do way back. You see the difference? Dude had to actually work hard. Even being a professional basketball player, they still had to get second jobs and side gigs. They still had to get second jobs and side gigs. Players now don't have to do that. No, they get millions of dollars. Even the 15 man on the bench is getting paid very well, handsomely. So you can see how, players, the work ethic is not there. Nobody really worked on their game to the point. The desire to be the greatest ever is not there. Dudes just want to get in the NBA, get paid, and live life. That's it. I mean, I'm not blaming them, but what do you expect when everything is handed to you? You can see how Michael Jordan became as great as he was because even high school, he never made the basketball team. All that drive you and push you to be great at something. Nothing was given to MJ. He didn't make the basketball team. All that is motivation and fuel. And him being a competitive soul, basically, all that is fuel and fire and the desire to be the greatest to ever play basketball. As great as Michael Jordan is and was, he had to work for everything. Nothing was handed. He had to design himself. And he was underpaid. Through most of Michael Jordan's career, he was underpaid. Literally was underpaid. As great as he was, winning championships and all that, yes, majority of Michael Jordan's career, he was underpaid. If MJ played in today's game, he would be getting over $200 million easily. Like they would throw the house at him in today's NBA. But back then, the man was underpaid. And even so, he still performed. He still went out there, won championships, won scoring titles, won MVPs. Even so, because the money wasn't the driving factor. Money wasn't what drove him. He's a competitor. He wanted to win and he wanted to be the greatest, period. So he still went out there and performed even though he was being underpaid. The new kids coming in, they're overpaid. Before touching the court, dribbling the basketball, they're already overpaid. It's crazy. But it's different times. They need to thank all these older dudes who paved the way, who have paved the way so they could be overpaid now. But as always, man, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.